Periods were once considered a curse. Here's a wild history that nobody taught you. Today, in parts of Nepal, girls are still sent to sleep in outdoor huts during their periods. They are kept away from their own homes. And this is not something that is very ancient. This is the present situation. This is happening right now when you're watching this video. Pliny the Elder, one of the most respected ancient minds of Rome, wrote that a menstruating woman can sour the wine, wilt the entire crops, and dull a blade by just walking past it. That was not a fringe belief, that was a mainstream science for centuries. So today, let's talk periods. Actually, I want to start with a question. Do you know, for the most of the human history, menstruation was considered something that is shameful, dangerous, and to be kept hidden from the entire society. In Victorian England, doctors believed that menstruation was full of toxic blood and therefore the women needs to rest completely. It's okay if they miss work and leave education for the same. Across cultures, menstruation was something that was understood as a myth long before it was understood as biology. And in many cultural and religious traditions, women were barred from entering kitchens, temples, and sacred places just because they were menstruating. Honestly, the stigma was never really about hygiene, but it was of control, of deciding what a woman's body should do or should be seen doing. Now let's talk about how all these things changed. So the invention of disposable sanitary pad in the early 20th century, first developed through surplus wound dressings used by nurses in World War I, quietly transformed something for women that was quite not possible. Access to these products is still quite unequal. In many parts of the world, including right here in India, girls still do not have access to sanitary pads, clean water, and private toilets in school. This is why exactly Girl Power USA built its period drive. We did not want to hand out one pad and then just leave and think it is done. We wanted to treat period poverty as part of a bigger picture, connected to school attendance, connected to dignity, and connected to the confidence a girl carries when she enters into a classroom. A girl misses school few days of every month, falls behind, feels embarrassed, and eventually drops out entirely. Now think about this, multiply this entire situation with years of schooling. Now think, is period poverty an health issue? No. It's an education issue, it's an economic issue, it's an human right issue. But girls who are ashamed and unsupported disappear quietly and nobody notices until it is too late. To Girl Power USA, the work has extended towards breakfast and nutrition support programs because we notice something simple yet powerful. Girls who are fed and supported with their basic needs stay in school. I think about history here a lot. Something that was very natural was treated as curse for so many years. And it took until embarrassingly recently to anyone to say, wait, and think, why are we punishing half of the population for something that their bodies do? But Girl Power USA's period drive says that the story ends here. Now, the girl does not have to choose between biology and her education. So, if you're watching this and you have ever felt embarrassed because of your own periods, just think that this was manufactured. This was all centuries of myth and control and nothing true about your own body. If you know a girl who is struggling with access to menstrual product, that is exactly where organization like us exist to fulfill these gaps. Next time we sit down, we are going to go even further back and talk about women's right to education and how it was fought for, inch by inch over centuries. Until then, take care of yourself and please pass this to someone who really needs to hear this.